Growing up, I met him a couple times. You know, I remember seeing him riding on his motorcycle when I was 5 once. I remember seeing him once when I was 14 when Atomic Dog came out. I went to his mama's house, and they used to have big crazy parties. My family were Christians, so we didn't have no big drunk parties and stuff like that. So we went over to their family, the ghetto hood, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was like a party. I remember Atomic Dog being out, you know what I mean? And that's how I gauge when I seen him. And then I seen him again when I was like 22, and I haven't seen him. He was supposed to come to pay dues, but it was over 30,000 people there, and I couldn't call out to tell him where to go. You know what I mean? And he had called me this year and said, "Hey man, it's been like 10 years. Every 10 years we got to see each other, man." You know, I said, "Yeah, let's do it." But I missed him. You know what I mean? So Rock the Bells is coming up. I'm gonna get at him then. Yeah, they love me. My family loved me though. You know what I mean? It's pretty much, you know, my own choices, other than my mom being sick all the time, having epilepsy and falling out on the floor, busting her head, going to psychiatric wards and stuff like that. It was hard on me to see my wonderful, godly mama in pain like that all the time. And then later on in the years, that grandma's seizures turned to pancreatitis that almost killed her, and then diabetes just hit her, now lupus. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, my angel's always tormented. You know what I mean? So that's been a lot of pain in my life. My mom's pain, me running away from home when I was 17, that was my own choice. You know what I'm saying? Me being out on the street, you know what I mean? When I left Fish Captain and moved with my auntie to start selling dope was my own choice. You know what I mean? Me moving in with Icy Rock Craven and start working on my craft heavily, you know, when I was like 18, 19, was my own choice, and thank God for that. Yeah, but it's because I'm looking for a spiritual realm, man. For a reason, though. I'm looking for a spiritual realm that'll justify me praying every night to the Lord for the better of my mom's health. You know what I mean? So if my angel is tormented so much and all she do is praise the Lord, I need to find something supernatural so I can know something else exists other than a human being. So these people would find me, these paranormal people will find me, and they's like, "We're gonna take you somewhere where ghosts are." I'm like, "Please do. I want something to scare the shit out of me." Fuck no, nothing, ever. In the craziest places. If you sit down in this old swimming pool at night in Cincinnati downstairs in this venue, you'll hear the little girl that died in the pool. And I'm like, I sat down there by myself in the dark. Nothing. And then people keep coming to me. House of Shock just came to me, like, "You gotta go down to New Orleans. It's down there." I'm like, really? The brain can create so many things that you think you see. And I think people create it, you know.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't seen anything. No, we didn't just talk about God.
Oh, but that was one of the things you talked about.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. His belief in God, and how some old folks, some old heads in there was telling him, how can it be God when we all in here? And, you know, but we make our own choices, I guess, you know. People have their own outlook on what God should be. I don't know what God is. Never seen Jesus. I've never seen God. I don't know if it's if it's a girl, if it's a dude. I don't really know, man. But I've been taught within my faith that my grandma, my mom, and them taught me to believe in a higher power, and I'd like to. When I see things like Adam Lanza doing what he did at Sandy Hooks, and what I see what James Holmes did in Aurora, Colorado at the movie theater, Batman, you know, when I see Ariel Castro keeping those girls, Amanda Berry and them, you know what I'm saying, for almost 10 years and hurting them and stuff like that and beating them, you know, when I see all these things in the world, I want to believe that there's a God. You know, when I turned on the TV and saw the towers falling down, and I'm waking up out of my sleep and I thought it was a Die Hard movie. I'm like, okay, Die Hard is on. I went back to sleep and I woke back up and it was still on. I'm like, that's not Die Hard. You know, when I see things like that, I want to believe there's a higher power. It's hard though.
I'm competing against not just who's hot right now, or who's trendy right now. I'm competing against the whole canon of music. Like when I think about the greats like Big Daddy Kane and Rakim, they still in my top 10. Kendrick Lamar's creeping up into my top 10, but he only put out one official album and a couple mixtapes.
But Drake hit me up and was like, yo, I think people misconstrued in this tweet I just tweeted because he didn't hear about what I said about my release party. He was like, yo, you did rip that song. And he was like, yo, I think he said that line was from an intro on his album or something, so.